happening? What is up, everybody? My name is Chris. This is Jeff. Welcome to Cref. Alright guys, today on the video we are watching The Bad Batch episode number 6.
Six episodes in.
It's been 6 episodes already. That's crazy. I mean, not a lot's happened so far.
Yeah, episodes are pretty short, so it's moved pretty quickly.
The last one was pretty good with Muchi, right? The Rancor, which I think wasn't actually the one that Luke killed, which is a good or bad thing, however you want to take it.
Details.
Yeah, it's fine. Before we get started, guys, we just want to let you know that we hit 300 subscribers. 300 subscribers. That's incredible. That's crazy.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much to all of you who've been supporting us so far. So our new subscribers, our returning subscribers.
Welcome.
You guys are the best.
Yes, you are.
Thank you. Welcome to the channel all at once. We're so happy that you're here. And we're just looking forward to the next phase of our channel.
We got a lot of shows coming up. We got Loki. We got... what else we got? A whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, yeah, all the video games. Yep. We got Dune eventually coming up later in the year. Obi-Wan. So much good stuff.
Yep. And if you guys have any suggestions, anything you guys want us to watch or react to, let us know down in the comments.
Absolutely. Let us know because we're just always open to new ideas.
We'll react to whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly.
No problem at all. What I'd say is that now that we're 6 episodes into the Bad Batch, right now we're at a place where we can just kind of start thinking about what to expect for the next few episodes, however many episodes are left, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're a decent chunk into the show, but let us know.
Things are moving.
Yeah.
But maybe not fast enough.
Right. Definitely could be going a little bit faster. A lot more could be happening. But I think we're ready to watch this episode.
Yes,
excited
we are.
for what's going to come. So let's get into it.
Let's get into it, guys.
More Bad Batch.
Dave Filoni bringing us episode 6. What's he got for us today? All right, they're working with Sid now. Yeah, it's like the thing now. Okay.
Oh
shoot! What the? Already?
Sorry.
Oh, they're still there. Oh, she's using the bow thing. Nice. Okay.
I wonder what the official name for that is. Not gonna lie, doesn't it look like the Pink Ranger's weapon from Mighty Morphin?
Yeah,
she had a bow and arrow too, right?
Yeah.
Come on, come on, my '90s kids, come on.
That's true. Oh yeah. Corellia. Oh, this is when the plan from Solo.
Mutually beneficial arrangement.
Mutually beneficial agreement.
You make money, I make money. Are you really an international space gangster if you don't have an accent from Staten Island or New York or Brooklyn?
Oh, you know whose voice that is?
Whose voice?
From what's it called? With the show with Ted Danson. When he owns the bar, Cheers.
Oh, Cheers?
You know the small little bartender lady? Yeah, that's her.
Oh.
The neighbor's dog went into heat 5 o'clock this morning. And
Oh yeah, this is where Han Solo's from.
Yeah.
It's like
the dockyard
things, where they built the Star Destroyers and stuff.
What did you guys think of Solo? I kind of liked it, but I think I only liked it because Darth Maul was at the end. Spoilers. Mustafar memories?
Yeah, I know.
Mustafar memories. Put that on a postcard.
Oh! Somebody took it! Somebody took it!
Fennec Shand?
I don't think
so.
That sounds like a young person. Rafa and
Trace?
Wait, isn't that
from
Clone Wars?
Yeah,
Ahsoka was with them.
Right.
Yeah, Rafa and Trace.
Yeah.
See, this is why I gotta watch Clone Wars if you haven't yet.
Want to ease up on that thing and...
Oh, don't do it.
Okay.
You know the minute she puts that down.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Also, not who I expected.
Yeah.
In Bad Batch.
Yeah. I guess it makes sense though, because
those are pretty niche characters to introduce in the Bad Batch, right? Like if you never watched Clone Wars.
Oh, so are they working for somebody like they were in Clone Wars?
Wouldn't it be cool if they all teamed up to form like this big crew?
No, it wouldn't be cool because I think they're kind of lame characters.
Yeah.
This is my take. I think they're just lame characters. Like, they spent so much time in the Clone Wars with these two. I'm like, why?
Yeah, it was kind of a waste.
The final season of the Clone Wars.
Unless they're actually really important somehow in the scheme of things. See, look at this team up. It's not bad. Not really the one I wanted, but
Yeah.
you know, whatever. I feel like the Bad Batch would make a really interesting puzzle game where you can switch between the characters based on their abilities, you know, to like
Interesting.
figure out puzzles.
Oh, it's his head again. He keeps hitting
Every
his
time,
head.
every time.
Oh,
She's gonna come back and help her, I think, if she doesn't escape.
oh,
happening.
oh!
It's happening
My
now!
head! Oh, good soldiers!
Soldiers.
Good soldiers!
Good soldiers.
Okay.
Oh man.
Good soldiers?
Whoa. Interesting.
Is this the episode? Uh-oh. Ah,
See?
it?
What I said.
Yep, yep,
What I said.
yep.
It's a Disney show.
Yeah,
Come on
you
now.
can't just leave the little kid.
And we know they're like good guys,
they're like
you
good,
know?
well,
Like,
at least traces.
yeah.
I wonder if her standing among the lava and stuff, and like this is any sort of indicator, foreshadowing of if she has force powers, which way she's gonna go.
Maybe. See, there's other personalities playing off of each other. This would be good. Oh shoot. Now, of all
I
times-
know.
Oh boy.
Good soldiers follow orders.
Couldn't happen at a worse moment.
I know.
But, nice.
Okay, I need a distraction.
Third echo in here. Yes.
Can help with that. That thing gonna do. We need an army to get out of this. And we happen to have one.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Creative. I like this. Did he get through it? Looks like he.
On my
Looks like
way.
he did.
Ooh. Okay.
Brilliant plan, Trace.
For now.
Oh shoot, son.
We got the big boys in there.
Yeah, what's happening? I don't know. Did we win?
Orders are orders.
Most underrated characters.
I know.
The battle droids.
To acquire and deliver.
They're embracing the role of the
Our
mercenary.
contact needed that information to find
Oh,
Ahsoka!
our contact?
Ahsoka!
Ahsoka?
Ahsoka!
Things were clearer when we were just soldiers.
Take it from me. In the end,
We all choose sides, indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
I thought Rafa and Trace were still like doing criminal stuff, but I guess they're helping Ahsoka now.
Yeah. Maybe
patch him through our set.
patch
him.
him through
Who's him?
R7.
And we had help.
Oh, is that
It was a squad
is that
of clones.
what's his name? Leia's dad?
Find them. Thought you might.
Organa?
Saw Gerrera?
Organa? Senator Organa? Oh. Okay. All right, guys. That was the Bad Batch episode number 6.
Lot to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, so look, like we said in the beginning of the episode, we're 6 episodes into this show
Yep.
now, right? I think that is a good place to be able to judge the series so far. I mean,
Yeah.
apparently there are going to be around 16 episodes in total.
So we're not really halfway through yet.
Right, but 6
technically.
is a good milestone where we can say, hey, what do we think so far about the overarching narrative? And Chris, we kind of have an idea of where this is going, especially
Yeah.
with this last episode, seeing Wrecker and that whole thing and, Omega. So what do you think the future holds for this series? And was this episode a sign of good things to come or just more of the same?
Well, let's start at the beginning. Right?
Okay.
I think what we're seeing initially is good because we're seeing Omega kind of starting to take her role. She's got the bow, which is awesome. Shout out to the Pink Ranger. But I what we found out is that those are the weapons of choice from the Witches of Dathomir, right? Which is cool.
Yeah.
But I think what this is setting up, right? Let's see if I'm right in the future. The thing is, right, we know Crosshair is going to come back into this.
Of course. Yeah,
right?
Definitely.
We know that they're going to try to save him. I think they are going to save him.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I think is going to happen is that Crosshair is going to end up training Omega with that bow as like a sniper.
Right.
I think that would be kind of a cool thing because, again, you'll notice, right? Everybody's trying to train her. No one's really doing a good job of it, right? Mm-hmm. And I think Crosshair is going to be the one eventually that's going to kind of like be redeemed and train her. I think a good start to the episode, not too, nothing too crazy. But what I liked about this episode, let me know what you think, is that it got started pretty quickly. It got into the action pretty quickly. I think action is the key word for this episode, which is why I liked it.
Yeah.
They're not really wasting time anymore on these random like reconnaissance missions and stuff. It's like, okay, straight up action, let's go.
Right. Okay. I mean, look, with this show, I'm having trouble because I want to like it. And I feel like if I was in a room full of Star Wars fans, right? And, in a lot of ways, right, the way we're talking with you guys right now, this is what it feels like. It's like, I'd feel a little intimidated to be like, well, everyone around me is just saying like, oh man, this show is so great. Omega's awesome. And the Bad Batch, like, what I really want to say is like, I'm not loving this show, but for the sake of Star Wars fans, I feel like I kind of have to say, oh, well, Omega's so great. And, Rafa and Trey showed up in this episode, and the Bad Batch are so funny. And I'm like, but really, though? Really? There were elements of this episode that I liked.
Okay, sure, I mean, let's get into the middle of the episode, right? Where you're in the factory and things are happening. What do you think about that?
Action was great, but again, I'm with Star Wars, right? Like, action just kind of comes with a package, right? Like, we're used to action, and there's nothing saying that this action was bad. In fact, it was good because, you had all these police droids surrounding them, and, Omega was in danger, and there was a real sense of like, oh man, they might not make it. And then obviously Wrecker, right? His chip starts going nuts, which is something we've been calling from the beginning.
Yeah, and I felt like that built the tension, too.
Yeah, because he's not there to help.
And of all the times it could happen, they're being basically gunned down in the factory.
Exactly. And
so I like that.
There was a real sense of tension, right? But I think, and I understand they're trying to build up, because you have 16 episodes, right? Obviously, that gives you plenty of time to, build up the characters, build up the dynamic.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't feel it because with Omega and her dynamic with the rest of the Bad Batch, it just feels a little forced to me. And unless
I don't know if I agree with that.
Because honestly, like, I don't like. There are heartwarming moments, right, which happened a little more towards the beginning of this series, but now it's sort of like, what's she doing there? Like, she just feels like, I don't know. And again, I know a lot of you can disagree with me, but she just feels kind of like a waste of space. Because again, I'm sorry,
waste of space?
I'm just gonna be honest.
Wow,
like, unless some Jedi show up, unless she starts exhibiting force powers, like, what's her role aside from constantly getting in danger, constantly being in peril? They gotta go rescue her all the time.
Well, here's what I would say. Right? Here's what here's maybe the opposing point of view. I'm not like a huge fan of Omega, right? Because to me, she's just another Grogu in another form. She's special for some reason. Grogu is special for some reason. Yada, yada, yada. We've seen the story before. But what I do like about Omega in particular is she's like a different version of the clones. Like, she is a clone. And so we get a different aspect of that. We get the fact she's younger. She's obviously female. There's a lot of different foils to the Bad Batch, like a bunch of dudes kind of doing their thing, right? And the thing is, they're raising her, they're teaching her, they're mentoring her, all at the kind of the same time.
Yeah, but you say that, right? But in practice, right, it's not quite so deep as that. It's like, oh, there's a quick
But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. The Bad Batch is on Disney Plus. Obviously, it's tailored towards, like a younger audience.
Yeah, but
That's why you have Omega.
But Clone Wars had a lot of depth. And look, I understand there were 6 episodes into this show, which is not a lot of time. Clone Wars had plenty of seasons to try some experiment. But again, like, if you're gonna make a show like the Bad Batch, right, and there is whichever way you look at it, either there's 16 episodes, which is a lot, or only 16 episodes.
But remember this too: Bad Batch has a different job than Clone Wars, because Clone Wars was on network television. It's like a bigger show. It's a bigger thing.
So?
Disney Plus is a streaming service. It's not as many people are watching it.
Yeah, but again, at the same time, every time when you have these streaming services that are all competing against each other, the shows that you come out with, right? They can't just be throwaway. They should
not. This is
they
not.
should,
No,
they should
I don't
entice
agree.
you. With
Yeah.
the Mandalorian, right? That enticed so many people on Disney Plus. There's no reason in the world that the Bad Batch can't do the same. There's no reason why it's like, oh well. I mean, why not? Why can't the Bad Batch be so good that it's like, oh man, I have to watch that. Right? Because if they're positioning towards Star Wars fans,
Yeah.
right? I know a lot of Star Wars fans who are not watching the Bad Batch.
They're
right
not
now.
positioning it towards, I would say, all Star Wars fans.
Yet. Oh, but you need to know who Trace and Rafa are? Oh, okay. So it's not all Star
But
Wars
you don't
fans?
need to. You don't really. I mean.
Oh, but there's no context for them. They're just random characters.
They really didn't explain who Trace and Rafa is. So it is.
So you got to make up your mind. Either it's for Star Wars fans who've seen Clone Wars, right? The final season of Clone Wars, or it's for people. Oh yeah, anybody can watch. Kids can watch it, but yeah, they don't know who Rafa and Trace.
Well,
are.
here's the thing. Again, like I would say, like I said earlier, right? It's a mixture of things. Like I'm not really giving the benefit of the doubt to the show because I'll be honest. Like, is every episode good? No. But
we've given the benefit of the doubt for 5 episodes. But so I mean,
here's the thing, right? I'll say this as just a little bit out of context. As anime watchers, right? Most of the good animes we watch, right? A lot of the episodes are completely nonsense. At least this, I feel as if most of the episodes are moving the plot forward in some way.
Yeah, fine.
And so this episode, number one, you get Rafa and Trace coming in. They're probably going to be coming back. You get this sense of, okay, they're talking to either Ahsoka, Bail Organa. There's going to be some connection with, the Resistance, right?
Yeah.
Wrecker, his head gets messed up, right? And you get the sense that, okay, if a Jedi is brought in,
it's gonna
activate.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then, so there's a lot of things being set up with each episode. It's slow.
And that's fine. That's fine. I don't.
Yeah.
This episode in particular was good for those reasons, right?
I mean,
hold on. You set up that you set up that Ahsoka is probably going to come in because of of Trace and Rafa,
the droid.
or possibly Bail Organa and R7, right? You set up that with Wrecker, his head, potentially Crosshair is going to come back in, so that's good. That's fine. But again, the most important thing to me is that you care about the characters, right? You got to care about the characters.
I mean, I feel like I care about them. In the context of this show.
I mean,
like, I'm not looking at of every Star Wars thing ever. I'm just saying, okay, well, within the context of the show, within 6 episodes, what job has it done of delivering what you're kind of promised with this concept of the Bad Batch, right? And I think 6 episodes in, what we've gotten is, okay, we got like a new interesting characters, not just clones, which is Omega. We have Fennec Shand. We have, what they're going. We have a lot of different aspects. So I'll say this, right? Let's focus on this episode in particular. Did it deliver anything that you liked? And what's the thing you didn't like? And then what score would you give it?
Okay. This episode in particular, right? Again, for the reasons we mentioned, was good because you start foreshadowing that Wrecker's probably going to, the chip is going to go off and something's going to happen, which potentially means a Jedi is going to come in at some point.
Yep.
Number 2, you establish that, it wasn't really established so much in this episode, but that Omega is going to have more of an important role to play. We don't know what that is, right? And then, of course, I guess that's it. I mean,
you have Rafa and you have Trace.
Yeah, but
2 characters that they're bringing back into things.
The
that
combination
could be
of Wrecker's chip going off and them means that there's probably some Jedi that's going to come in, which is something that I've wanted from episode 1. Yeah. Not that we need Jedi every single time,
but we kind of do.
But Star Wars, that is the bread and butter of Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I understand that they want to take risks. They want us to care about these other characters, right? And this episode, seeing Rafa and Trace again was like a little bit of excitement. Like, oh, it's them again. An obscure reference, which hopefully leads to a more, well-known reference, meaning Ahsoka and Jedi. Great, awesome. But,
and you know what? For somebody that doesn't know who Rafa and Trace are, right? Yeah. Actually, it's even more exciting because you don't know who they're talking to. You don't know it's Ahsoka. You're like, who is this figure that they're talking to? But if you don't know who Rafa and Trace is, right?
what are the chances you know who Ahsoka is, unless you've watched The Mandalorian or you watched the Clone Wars?
I think that's kind of a stretch. I think that it's a big stretch to say, even if you don't know who Ahsoka is, you know that they're talking to somebody mysterious, so that makes it exciting. Okay, right? So again, right?
So two random characters talking to somebody mysterious.
Yeah, because you know they're Resistance. So it's like, who of the Resistance are they talking to? If you know who Ahsoka is, great. You know who it is. You know who Bail Organa is, so it could be him. You don't, or it could be some random mystery character that's leading the Resistance. Again, we don't know.
Okay,
Rebels.
so all right. All that established. Oh, Chris, you give your score. I still have to think about mine because
I would say simply, I did enjoy this episode because there was action, there was some setup. Trace and Raph are not my favorite characters, but you know what? They're trying to bring in characters from other things. That's fine with me. I like that. I like crossovers. So I would give this episode, I would say maybe an 8.4.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 8.4. Because I did enjoy it. Jeff, what's your score? Okay. What's your score? As simply as possible. I mean, knowing what we've said, we heard what you said.
I'm going to be honest, right? I'm getting a little tired of being so nice with Star Wars because I'm like, I always feel like it's not my job as a Star Wars fan to be like, oh, they'll get it together. It's like, no. As a Star Wars fan who's grown up with Star Wars, who's seen literally everything, it's your job to entertain me and to like draw me in. And if you're not doing that, you're not doing that. Look, I liked the last episode. I thought it was a fun episode, call back to the Rancor and Luke and stuff. That was great. But I think this episode, okay, on its own was good. And the score I'll give is probably, I'm going to give it a 7.6 because I think it had a lot of action, a lot of good foreshadowing. Yeah, it's not terrible, but I'm still angry though. I'm still a little upset.
Angry's strong.
I'm like, I want more. I genuinely don't know if under different circumstances, right? Like, I'd watch every episode of the show or just wait till everything comes out, right? Is it a must watch? That's a question you guys got to ask yourselves. I'm asking myself. But yeah, I would say 7.6.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching the Bad Batch episode 6 with us. Yeah. As always, we just want to thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Thank you for your likes, your comments, all of it.
We appreciate all of it.
We appreciate it. We really do. And if you made it this far in the episode, thank you as well. We do appreciate that. The watch time definitely does help us out. Yeah. And listen, let us know in the comments what you thought about this episode. Obviously, we had some strong opinions. Yeah. Maybe some opposing opinions. Right. I give it what did I give it? An 8.4. Yeah. 8.3. He gave it a 7.6. Yeah. What'd you guys give it? Maybe you guys are really, really liking the show, or maybe you feel like kind of like Jeff.
And look, that's fine. If you guys are liking the show,
let us know.
Right? Yeah,
maybe we're completely missing something or whatever.
If you're enjoying the show, that's great. Like there's room for all of us in the Star Wars universe to like stuff and not like stuff. That's totally fine. We'd love to hear your opposing opinions. If you agree with us, let us know. Right? We're open to all of it because we can have discussions about this stuff. That's part of the fun of Star Wars. That's part of the fun of this channel. Is that we love to be able to discuss this stuff with you guys, to know your scores, to hear your insights about stuff that we potentially missed, or just for you guys to say hi and let us know that you're watching. But whatever it is, we want to hear about it.
Right, guys. And again, as always, we appreciate you guys being here. Let us know in the comments below what your thoughts are. Just say hi. Maybe if you have any suggestions of any other future series or upcoming things you want us to react to, let us know. As always, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you soon.
See you on the next one.
Bye, guys.